Hello there, my name is Anirudh Garg, and I am the author of The Greater Man. The Greater Man is a project in creating a healthy paradigm for masculinity. In my personal life, I have seen that many young men live in a time of great liberation, changing ideas of what it means to be a man, changing gender roles, changing sexual roles, sexual liberation, and different ways of connecting with the world around us. Unfortunately, we leave a lot of toxic elements for what it means to be a man in the remnants of our culture and our understanding of masculinity. My book is driven towards creating a new paradigm for masculinity, one where we encourage young men to be the best of themselves. The sad truth is that men are falling behind. We can no longer be lone rangers out in the field and try to make a living that way. The globe is much more interconnected, we have greater requirements, and the struggle to prove yourself is even greater because there's so much uncertainty about what success looks like in the 21st century. This book is there to create a framework, a skeleton, if you will, for what it means to be a man, about how you can create good systems in your life to ensure that you can rise above any challenge that finds itself at your doorstep. The two greatest masculine figures in my life are my grandfather and my father. They both taught me the do's and don'ts of being a man. My grandfather was an incredibly driven man. Actually, one of my favorite stories from him is the time that he survived an assassination attempt from a gangster and then went on to go drinking with that said gangster. My grandfather was a man who lived like a king. Another great story that I talked about is when I interviewed my jiu-jitsu coach. Ed Maikon Moraes, or Maikon as we call him, is probably the greatest inspiration in my day-to-day life. He has given me the strength to continue a very difficult sport, to train and excel my boundaries, and all he has taught me is the importance of finding a skill and dedicating your life to it. I've had great mentors, great teachers, and great examples, either through history or in my personal life, who have given me an idea of what it means to be masculine, what it means to be a man. There are strengths and weaknesses. There are triumphs and there are failures. And parsing through them and creating an important framework for what masculinity is the entire enterprise of this book. One of the key takeaways for my readers in this book is about creating a strong sense of agency. We all will make mistakes. We all have issues. It's important that we take responsibility for them, that we ensure that we try to control as much of our fate as possible. It's very easy when you hit a rut to blame other people, to say that other people have let you down. And you could be right about that. But agency is about what you can do to fix them. I tell young men not to ask for a lighter burden, but for a stronger back. When I talk about issues and I talk about solutions, I talk about how to strengthen young men for the challenges that they face. It's true that there are some challenges that no one should face. No one should be isolated when they're talking about mental health. No one should be left alone when they need help. But at the same time, we should ensure that we give men the strength to come forward when they feel that they're under siege. We don't give men the opportunity and the space to talk about their issues. So I want readers to understand that there are things that we can do, that we should give people the space to be the best that they can be. And I think that's the key takeaway. It's not a matter of creating a personal responsibility cult or a magical utopian society. It's about giving people every opportunity to fight for themselves. And that is a key takeaway. I encourage young men, anyone who wants to have a strong relationship with masculinity, to constantly keep fighting for themselves and to keep fighting to improve themselves. My name is Anirudh Garg, and I am the author of The Greater Man.